I'm still laid up from the knee repair, so there's not a lot of shop time, but there's still time to do some stuff. One of the things that I just completed was this oiled canvas and leather apron, although not quite complete. I have a couple of details left to do, but I'll go through the construction and what we have here. All right. My denim shop apron died the good death, so I took advantage of Jeff Marsden and his shop at the local Woodcraft here in Seattle, and sewed and built a canvas and leather shop apron. What you see here is me cutting it out. I've got the material folded in half, that way it's symmetrical on both sides, and then using this piece of 1/4-inch ply as my straight edge to make sure that everything was plumb and square here on that cutting mat. Instead of scissors, I'm using a rotary cutter. Really nice to work with. Really, if you're gonna cut material, I would suggest getting a cutting mat and a rotary cutter. Again, by folding this 14-ounce cotton duck in half and then marking it on one side and carefully cutting it out as it's folded in half, it assures that both sides are symmetrical and that you're not whittling away at one side or the other to try to make it look right. You'll see those scraps again. I'm going to use them for my pockets. Well, pocket. Using a piece of chalk and a hem gauge to lay everything out. The same thing I would do when bending wood. As I cut out those armholes, I put some relief cuts in so the hem would lay a little flatter. Alright, all the hems are rolled and pinned and it's ready to sew. Now that pocket was not the only pocket. I actually screwed it up and had to redo it, so I'm glad I had some scrap left over from cutting the radius. While the apron itself is cotton, all the details and straps are leather, and then everything's held on with solid brass tacks. And you can see the pocket there. It's both stitched and tacked because you never know what I'm going to put in that thing. I really appreciate Jeff's choice of brass hardware. I think it really set the apron off right to have everything all clunky and brass. I prefer the longer apron, so I built it that way. One of the things that I have left to do is to stitch all the way around the leather pieces. Now the rivets that I put in will hold it, but I do want to stitch all the way around these as well, just for both for looks and for strength. So this is the waist strap. Again, I would really like to, in the next couple of days, I'm going to stitch around here with some matching thread, a little larger but matching. And this is the back belt or the waist belt. And what I've done is I have a spring latch here for the D-ring on this side. And then as I lose weight, or let's say gain weight because I'm wearing big thick clothes, not because I'm getting fatter, I can move this up and down in the belt. So now all the fittings are brass, all the rivets are brass, and again this is a 14-ounce oiled cotton duck, and then the thread is a nylon thread that I put some beeswax on after. The beeswax wouldn't feed through the sewing machine, or the wax thread wouldn't feed through the sewing machine.